Alright, you guys, so today we're going to be looking at a video by Joe Fazer where he only eats junk food for 1 week straight, right? So obviously I disagree with this from my perspective in terms of health and stuff like that, but let's just watch the video and see how he reacts.
Welcome to the life of a fitness freak. Hello, I'm Joe, the kid who is spending his life trying to build muscle and get massive. You see, for around the past year, my diet has been very clean. High protein, lean meals, day in and day out. This, with the addition of intense training, has resulted in me building a pretty solid physique that I'm not yet satisfied with, but very proud of. However, the other week, things took a turn for the worse. For 2 weeks straight, I had an infection on my lips and tongue. It resulted in any food or liquid being almost impossible to consume. I was on a lot of medication. And for 2 weeks straight, I ate pretty much no food. I could see myself getting skinnier. I could see the weight going off me. And there was absolutely nothing I could do about it. It definitely isn't my finest hour. So I'm back. My lips are still a bit screwed, but I can finally eat again. Today is the first day. It's been mentally and physically horrible, but I'm just happy I'm back. So, how did 2 weeks of no eating and no gym affect me?
I've had an infection before. It was an ear infection right around the edge of it. And bro, it was bad, bro. I lost like 15 pounds, so I feel this, bro. It's like you said.
It was evident that I lost a lot. I looked so flat. In addition to that, my weight, at my peak I was weighing 88 kilos, but now 184 pounds. That was 5 kilos or 11 pounds of weight lost. So fucking annoying. I couldn't live like this any longer. I wanted my weight back fast. So one admittedly not so great idea came into my head. Dirty bulking. This is essentially where you just eat pure crap to put weight on. I used to do this years ago, but I've never done it.
I find that funny that he said dirty bulking because the last video that I reacted to, literally this exact same channel, he made a video about dirty bulking and his conclusion was dirty bulking is bad, right? So it's he's content farming. Well, we can all see it, bro. He's just content farming, but you know what? I'll hear it out.
Never done it since, until now. For the next 7 days, I won't care about nutrition. I won't care about my health. I will just eat whatever the fuck I want and see how much weight I gain.
Well, you also have to think, like, what type of weight is that, right? Because, like, the most amount of muscle you can gain in a week is maybe, like, a quarter pound, right? The most amount of fat you can gain in a week is 5 fucking pounds, right? So, like, he's gonna gain, I'm sure he'll gain weight, but he's not, it's gonna be all fat, right? Or it's just gonna be, like, replenishing, like, glycogen, that's it. So, well, maybe he's gonna feel stronger, but obviously it's not going to be because he's actually getting more muscle. It's because his body is recovering back to full strength.
Starting off the day,
Eggs. So much for dirty bulking, bro. When I was on a dirty bulk, you guys do not know me, bro. Like I was eggs weren't even in my mind, right? So the only liquid I drank, I'll show you a picture of back in the day, bro, when I was fat. It wasn't really a dirty bulk, but I even like the first time I worked out, it was a dirty bulk. But the first, like way back in the day when I was fat, bro, wake up, chug like half a gallon of chocolate milk, eat some cereal, have some ice cream. That was pretty much a calm, low breakfast, and then I would have like whatever my mom made for lunch or whatever. And then at dinner, I would either just eat dinner, and then after I would probably just eat like a whole second meal. Like this is not a dirty bulk, bro. This is too healthy to be a dirty bulk, right? This is actually a pretty average diet for most bodybuilders. A bodybuilder would actually eat this diet, which I'm not saying is a good thing. I think it's terrible, but back to the video. I'm just saying, bro. Doesn't look so dirty this far.
A bowl of cereal, and also Coke for breakfast. Something about that feels illegal. Obviously, this week started off bloody awesome. It was like a childhood dream come true. I went to my local food shop and just bought as much crap as physically possible. It was meals out pretty much every meal, or if not, it would be a fast food takeaway. And to lift the mood even more, I finally got myself back into the gym. For the occasion, you get it? Dirty bulking. Tastes really good though. Day 2 felt the exact same. And the fact that I was fucking loving eating whatever I wanted. Bloody hell. Good morning. Bit of a change of mood today.
So, the big breakfast, that one yours, no problem.
Eating crappy food feels great, but for a very short period of time. You see, all I've been doing has been eating crappy food for the past couple of days. And what's that resulted in? Me feeling like crap. Today, my general...
Oh, big surprise. Like, is anybody watching this video surprised? Like, I guarantee you his conclusion at the end of the video is going to be, guys, dirty bulking feels great, but, you know, at the end of the day, you only gain fat. And you don't actually feel good about yourself. You guys should clean bulk. Every fucking video, I promise you. That's how it's gonna end, right? And by the way, just to explain some context, right? When you dirty bulk, right, especially in the context of what he's doing, 7-day dirty, really dirty bulk, the most amount of fat you can gain is up to 5 pounds, possibly more, depending on your genetics, but it could be up to 5 pounds in 1 week. 1 week, and that's pure fat, not water weight, pure fat. That's like if you're really dirty bulking bad, but realistically, you'll gain about 2 pounds of pure fat if you're really, really dirty bulking, right? The most amount of muscle you can gain on trend and a whole steroid cycle is like 1.5 pounds. Trust me, I know. I'm kidding. I'm natty, right? But anyways, oh, that sounds suspicious. No, nobody thinks I'm on steroids anyway. Who the fuck am I? Whatever. Anyways, but the most amount of muscle you can gain is like 1.5 pounds, right? So whatever you think dirty bulking is gonna do, it's not gonna do it, right? It's gonna be a 1/4 pound a week, and that's if you're training really hard and getting good sleep, right? That's the only and getting protein after your workouts. So like this whole dirty bulk thing is just a myth. It's just gonna make you fat and just ugly, bro. That's all you're gonna get, right? So it's just patience. And patience versus, you know, just a fat ass that wants to eat a lot and then make the cut harder for himself, right? It's so simple to gain muscle and then cut back down and build an amazing physique, but people don't do it because they want a dirty bulk. Like fucking idiots, bro. Anyways, back to the video.
Food for the past couple of days. And what's that resulted in? Me feeling like crap. Today, my general mood was low, but most noticeably, so was my energy. You see, I wasn't fueling my body sufficiently, and it resulted in me just lazing about, doing nothing. There we go. The weight is finally starting to slowly creep up. Alright, we're like half a week in right now. Here's what I've noticed so far. Healthier food is now tasting nicer than sugary junk food. I am on the toilet 24 hours a day. I am lazing about constantly now. And I just, in general, don't feel the best. However, on a positive note,
Oh, no, I feel that, bro. When you don't have anything else to do, being lazy is so much easier. Like, it takes more discipline, right? Like, me, I'm, obviously it's summer break for me now, but even into, like, next year, I'm going to be homeschooled, right? So I'm not going to be at, like, you know, school like I've been in the past year. Or, like, all the years before that. But, like, bro, right now I feel it's so much more of a pressure. And it's 10 times harder when you're eating junk food, right? Like, anytime I fell into a rut, like, whether it was over a weekend or over this last winter break when I was in school, I just ate junk food and everything bad, and you genuinely feel lower energy. You feel disgusting, bro. And you try to blame it on every, like, literally you watching this video right now, you try to sit there and blame it on every single thing. You're like, oh, maybe it's because I got bad sleep. Maybe it's because of this. Maybe it's because of, you know, that person. Maybe it's because of this person. Maybe it's because of, you know, my circadian rhythm and the weather change and, you know, seasonal depression. You're autistic. No, it's none of that. It's your diet. It's simple. All right. Just eat a clean diet. And obviously I recommend the animal-based diet. And I talk about that in my school community. Link in the description, by the way. And I talk about that a lot, right? But just for a general rule of thumb, for anybody watching this video that doesn't want to, like, get into detail, eat what tastes good among natural whole foods. Simple as that, right? So if you, like, what's a better way I can put it? If something is a whole food, right? Just anything whole food, right? So among, you know, dairy, among, meats, among vegetables, among fruits, just eat what tastes good. That's it. Right? Assuming you're not including all the processed food among whole foods, if you eat what tastes good, you will be good. You will be amazing. Because naturally your taste buds were, we evolved in a way to where we can know what is good for us based off taste, assuming it wasn't something that was invented in the past 200 fucking years, right? So like before the last 200 years, we'd eat something, oh, it tastes good, that means it's nutritious, because people that ate that and it tasted good for them, they were more likely to survive, right? With fruits, they taste good for a reason, because it gives you energy. With, starches like potatoes, they taste good because they're a good source of carb, right? But we didn't get it that much back in the day, right? But we did have some, right? Vegetables, I don't know. Yeah, you tell me. Do your veggies? Does broccoli taste good to you? I don't know. It has a lot of goitrogens, plant toxins. You don't want to eat that, right? Meat, everybody wants to eat that. Obviously, every vegan is going to be commenting on this video. But anyways, back to this video we're watching.
Are brilliant because of all the sugar and salt in my body. Yes, I wasn't really enjoying the actual eating aspect, but there was no doubt the weight was flying up at this point. Boys, something mad has happened. You see all of these old stretch marks? They're kind of faded. Well, this week, for the first time in like 2 years, a brand new stretch mark has appeared. That just shows that I am gaining weight very fast right now.
I don't know. I've never had a stretch mark, me personally, but I don't know. Could be steroids. Let me stop. I'm not accusing anybody of steroids. I'm not Greg Doucette, bro. All right, let's stop.
I only had 2 days left. The stretch marks had motivated me, but for these next 2 days, there was one thing on my mind. Cram food inside my body. To get as much food down me as physically possible, I alternate between salty food and sweet food. I've been on an extreme dirty bulk for the past 7 days, and I know what you were wondering. How did it affect me? Well, my weight at the start of the week was 83 kilos. What about today? 89.9. Around 7.
Oh, congratulations, you gained 8 kilograms or 6 kilograms of fat. Like, big deal, bro.
7 kilos in just 7 days. That's unheard of. But the bigger question, and I'm sure the thing you're all wondering, how much did my physique change from day one? Well, there was clear visible fat or water gain, but I personally felt a lot more confident with the physique on the right.
Oh, wow. We figured it out, guys. How did I know? Like, every video is like this, bro. What did he say before?
A lot more confident with the physique on the right.
This video is not advice. I do not recommend dirty bulking. Okay, all right. So that's pretty much the end of this video. I don't want to watch anymore. That's not hate towards Joe Frazier. I respect everybody I react to. It's simply to react and give advice on what I think is right and what you guys can try if you want. I'm not medical advice. I'm not anybody. But if you guys want to consider being on an animal-based diet, improving your health, and building an aesthetic physique alongside that, you guys can join my free community, first thing in the description. And other than that, I don't know what else to say. I'm going to go on a long walk and then go to bed, enjoy my day, and I'm going to catch y'all. Peace.